Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 060, Topics in Developmental Mathematics, Section 2.4, Problem 18. This is Section 2.4, Problem 18. It says multiply the fractions 5 and 13/16 times 1/2. Well, when you multiply fractions, you have to multiply the numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. These fractions have more than just a numerator and a denominator. They have a whole number in front. These are mixed numbers. So we have to write them in a form that has only a numerator and a denominator. So the first one, 5 and 13/16, we multiply the denominator times the whole number in front. So we will multiply 16 times 5. Now I know that that's 80, and if you want to write it out and verify, you can do it out the long way, but I know it's 80. And then you take the result that you got and you add that result to the numerator. So I will add 80 plus 13 more, which I can see is 93. So the first fraction can be rewritten as 93 over 16. That 5 and 13/16 is the same as 93 over 16. Now do the same process with the second fraction, the 1/2. These numbers are a little smaller, easier. So I will multiply, coming up 2 times 1, which is just 2, and then take that result and add the result of 2 that I got plus the 1, that's the numerator, and that's going to give me a result of 3. So my answer is 3 over 2. The new numerator and the denominator stays the same. So now I have fractions with only a numerator and denominator. So now I multiply across the top, numerator times numerator, 93 times 3. So that is sort of big. So if you don't see the answer easily, you can just go off to one side. 93 times 3. So I'll do 3 times 3 is 9, and then 3 times 9 is 27. The result of 93 times 3 is 279. Now the denominator is a little bit easier. Bottom times bottom is 16 times 2, which I can do as 32. So what I have here is an improper fraction because the numerator is larger than the denominator. And if the instructions for the problem don't specifically say that you can't leave it as an improper fraction, then this is good, you're done. You want to check to see if you can reduce it, and it does not reduce. There's nothing that divides into both 279 and 32. Now if it does say that you must state your answer as in its most reduced form, no doubt, or as a mixed number, if they don't want you to leave it like that, what you would do is divide the denominator, 32, into the numerator, in this case 279. And 32 goes into 2, not at all. 32 goes into 27, not at all. So I have to divide it all the way into 279. So I can see that 10 times would be too big. It would be 329 would still be a little bit too big. So 8 seems like it would work. So let's try it. 8 times 2 is 16. So write the 6, carry the 1. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 plus 1 more is 25. Now the question is, when I subtract, will the result be bigger or smaller than 32? It will be a little bit smaller. So 9 minus 6 is 3. 7 minus 5 is 2. 2 minus 2, those just cancel. So my answer is 23 when I subtract, which is smaller than the number outside of the division, the 32. So my answer is the number on top is the whole number. The remainder is my numerator. And then the denominator stays the same. Basically, it was 32, it stays 32. It's the number outside of the division. So you could state your solution as 279 over 32, or 8 and 23 over 32.